All right, FightHype.com here with my man Elvis Grant. Elvis, you were there during the glove controversy. You pretty much were right smack in the middle of it. Floyd called you over and had you actually take a look at the gloves. When you tried them on, like what was your first thought?
Well, I mean, just that Floyd's thoughts, as Leonard Ellerbe and John Horner were his attorney, were that the gloves felt empty and that they didn't have any padding by the knuckles. So, I mean, you know, I think coming from them, that's better than it coming from me, because obviously I'm a competitor, and you know, so for me to say it, it's like Showtime maybe bad-mouthing HBO, or you know what I mean. So yeah.
Well, explain to me, because I know we talk about horsehair and foam. Like what type of gloves were they? I mean, were they foam? Were they horsehair? Were they a combination?
The ones that they didn't approve were horsehair. Okay. They had some kind of foam, but they just I mean, there's pictures of them on the internet. I mean, they look like they let the wind out of them. They just look like sucked in, and there was just nothing. And it was just Floyd. I mean, ultimately is the one that put his hand in it. It was like, hell no. It was like, no way. He said, I wouldn't use these, and I'm not letting anyone use them against me. And he was like talking about the safety and well-being of the boxers. That's what was his main, concern.
Did they look like I mean, I don't mean to make you kind of comment on a competitor's gloves, but just when you first saw them, I mean, I know you know what gloves look like fresh out the box.
Right.
I mean, did they look like a brand new set of gloves when you first saw them, or did they look like they were? I mean, they look pretty beat up to me when I saw them.
Yeah, I think that's the style, though. I think that's the style that they are. That's what they call, they're that particular, version of their glove. And I think that's the style of it. And I think Leonard Ellerbe and John Horner's issues were that they were not factory sealed. They were like wrapped in saran wrap or something like that. And I think that's what really had them worried. Like, I mean, put it this way. I'm pretty sure, being the young guy, the underdog in this business that I've always been, going on, 20 years already, if I would have showed up with gloves like that had no padding, the way these guys were accusing them of not having padding, and had my gloves wrapped in saran wrap, I'd probably be locked up in the bottom of the MGM Grand now, in the holding cell. You know what I mean? But, it's different horses for different courses, and different people get a different respect. But I'm not complaining. I mean, because I'm fine with the Nevada Commission, and I'm fine with Bill Brady and Skip Avancino and Cisco, and I think they're great guys. And Alex, the head inspector, is a great guy, and I'm good with I'm good with everybody. But I just don't want to get in the middle of bad mouthing another company, because we've had some history already there.
Right. Well, just so the fans kind of understand, because I know a lot of people, it's the day before the fight, fans don't really care about, oh man, whatever, it's gloves, it's hard for them to really understand how important the whole issue of, gloves and the weight, the size, the type, and this, that, and the other. If you can just kind of summarize how important that is to a fighter and their safety.
Well, yeah, I mean, the glove has to be properly padded, and I mean, we have two gloves. We have a horsehair glove, a puncher's glove, which is what Gennady Golovkin, Sergey Kovalev, Alexander Vozik, the new guy that Top Rank just signed, Hopkins, all of those guys use the puncher's glove because they don't have hand issues, and they love the puncher's glove. But the puncher's glove, whether it be 8 ounces or 10 ounces, is amply padded. There's plenty of horsehair in there, so it's still a puncher's glove. But my first concern is the safety and well-being of the boxers. I don't want anyone saying, "Oh, I hurt my hand, I broke my hand." I think of that first. And of course, obviously the risk of somebody getting punched in the head or the face with it and getting damaged. I mean, we don't want any part of that either. So I'm always kind of from the safety first aspect of it. And then, like the glove that Floyd uses is the orthopedic glove. And so that glove is an all foam glove. And, that's more for guys that have hand troubles. We used to make that glove for Joe Calzaghe. We made it for several fighters that had hand issues.